Okay, doing a quick check. Looks like we've got audio. Okay, let me pick up right away where we left off. I believe we finished some, like the last bit before the final segment of this chapter. Which, I mean, we fought the last mini-boss and now we're actually going for the main antagonist of the whole game, apparently. Unless they switch it up at the end of it, or, well, they'll probably escape or something from this chapter and then set up like a proper final boss afterwards against the god, as most JRPGs tend to do. Let me just find where I left the playthrough. Oh, right. Last time we had to do 3 side quests, but they were just monster extermination quests, so let's just go in and do that. I'm worried my controller is gonna get messed up. Been behaving a bit weirdly lately. So it doesn't charge properly when I use it on the computer. Anyway, let's check this event first. Huh? Isn't that a yes? Alright, I'll help explain everything to the children. That would be best. As for the other sisters, I wonder what she's doing with one of the sisters of the church. I'm more curious about what they're talking about. Probably about whatever plan she's brewing. Well, let's leave him to it. We don't need to get in her way. Yes, that would be best. So, yeah, at the beginning of this day, Agnes kind of slipped out, basically told us, I have an idea that I want to try. Do you mind doing the side quest portion without me? And Fairy went with her. She bailed. So we have other characters in the party now. It's okay, like we don't have an arts DPS as strong as her, but Catre and Reset can sorta shield us and heal. Okay. Yeah, I think all we have to do is just go to the underground ruins.
Objective set.
I'm assuming it's just gonna be depths. The depths of each area. Oh, and we also get Shizuna and...
What's next?
Oh my god, I can't open the right menu. Help! I forgot his name. Kurogane. Naoto Kurogane, I mean... I guess we have to do some of these at least. Before we're allowed to do the main story. Well, that's a demon. A fearsome foe is prowling around. So we found our prey. They look lively. I don't remember seeing other monsters like them down here before. Me neither. Maybe Almada unleashed them today or something. Doesn't change what we've got to do though. Let's tear him up. They're so casual about it. That's like a literal demon from the Bible. From this game's Bible. It's weird that Bernard doesn't have anything to say about it.
We needn't go easy on them.
Your move, Aaron.
Activating skill.
Sword for me.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Wait. I will show them mercy. There. Shadowbind. You're next.
Over here.
Oh, let me check something on Twitter real quick. Sorry, Twitter, Twitch. I've been spending too much time on Twitter lately. Just reading stuff. I don't like posting on it because, you know, nothing gets seen, and when it does, it's just a nightmare. It gets to the wrong audience.
Go, Ketra!
That site is successful. I need to just delete it. Like recently, I just muted every conversation that contained terms related to the election in the U.S.
Work better.
because it was just constantly about that, and
Going all in.
it was
Satellite jump.
very
I'm in.
I'll take that.
a very irritating conversation that went nowhere.
Give them your all.
Think fast. Take this.
Not while
And I'm still getting weird shit showing up constantly.
We needn't go easy on them.
Engaging skill.
Get out of here!
I am the shadow. Inferno Hades Blade!
Dispatching shield.
Go time.
Kinda mad that still hit me.
Energy output at maximum.
Eat this, sucker.
Time to close in!
Oh, that sound was.
Activating skill.
Talon barrage. Your move, Ketra.
Let me keep giving you CP. You kinda need it.
Much appreciated.
I'll take that. My move now.
Although Van can now start spamming S-crafts
You're not getting away.
as soon as I get 2 CP.
Here goes.
Activating
Great.
skill.
It's done.
Boost gauge
Chance.
limiter unlocked. Give them your
Great.
all. Boost gauge
Chance.
limiter unlocked. Give them your all. Boost gauge
Go
limiter
time.
unlocked.
Eat this, sucker.
Activating skill.
Some of that.
I shall handle this. How's
Going
this?
all in. Don't get down, Grant.
Our chance.
You got this.
Forgive me.
And there we go. Jabberwock arm. Mission complete. Whew. Good work, everyone. Thanks for the help, guys. Sorry we dragged you into this. Don't be sorry. This was the perfect outlet to vent my frustration after my fight with the Kamsin was cut oh so short. You wanted to fight that bastard? Man, you really are insane. There was something peculiar about our prey. I'm glad I wasn't the only one who thought so. There was something weird about their behavior, but I can't put my finger on what. Well, no use thinking about it now. Let's just move on to the next request.
That's one job behind us.
Reward deposited.
I've got this.
Here I
I've got this.
Oh wait,
Here
hang
goes.
on. I guess this means we have
guess
to
we're
do the side quests, actually. To move on with the main quest. Like, I have one to just run back and start killing monsters, so I have some CPU for Van to use his S-crafts. Oh no!
Take this.
Get me the fuck out of here! I don't want to fight Abyss Worms. I guess let's try our best. Let's do this. Careful, they look strong. True, but I doubt there will be any match for us. Don't underestimate them. Might be in for a nasty surprise here. Earthshaker! My health! Why did I get a fucking crit button?
I won't lose.
Sorry, a fucking crit boost right away.
Transmitting code. Activate. Got it.
This is bullshit. Oh, this guy gonna keep triggering their fucking counters? I hope not. What is it? It was whenever they got hit by an AoE, they started doing that shit. I don't know. I kind of want to test it.
Show me what you're next.
Okay, seal.
This'll hurt.
Take them down.
Keep moving, Van.
I don't know if this is gonna do anything in this kind of fight.
All for you. It's go time.
They're just gonna attack the whole party anyway. Maybe just delay them. No. Let's try to kill one of them at a time.
This sucker.
Activating skill.
Some of that.
Call allies? Fuck.
Here's our chance.
As long as that doesn't suck up shield, or rather CP, I don't care.
We needn't go easy on them.
Theo, we need help.
Okay, let's have it. Let's have Van do stuff.
Got a whole slew of them.
Full boost. Give them your
Brace
all.
yourself.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Our chance.
I don't know how to set up, how they set up Earthshakers. In a previous game, whenever you used an AoE on this kind of monster, they immediately retaliated with it, but not this time.
Full boost. Go all out. Attack their weakness with an art.
Make it count.
I don't want to attack their weakness with an art.
Give them your all.
Great.
Boost
I
gauge
shall
limiter
handle this.
unlocked.
Going all in.
Focus unleashed.
Let me just do this. Is it hitting both of them? No, just one. That's kind of shit.
Focus
Yeah,
unleashed.
why not?
Make it count. Engaging skill.
Gramps.
King of the Beast, it's time.
Like hell you are. It's go time.
Energy output at maximum.
Eat this, sucker.
Take them down.
Activating
Blink
skill.
and you'll miss.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Good damage. Okay. Only one left.
Keep moving, Van.
Time to close in.
I can only hit them.
Give them your all.
Over here. All for you.
No!
Here's our chance.
I think the shield from this guy is so strong.
Time to close in.
I'm too close in. Well, screw Kurogane, I guess.
Much
I owe you one.
Van.
Activating.
Get down.
Boost
Our
gauge
chance.
limiter unlocked.
You're next.
Engaging skill.
Gotcha.
Your turn, Van.
Activating skill.
Too slow. It's go time.
Energy output at maximum.
Eat this,
Activating
sucker.
skill.
Some of that.
I appreciate how much damage he does with that. Arc of Eldorado. Okay, we're just getting the big higher element spells. That takes care of that. You're right about us being in for a surprise. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Indeed, these monsters are utilizing shard skills. Of that I am certain. They were? I wasn't even paying attention. But I thought only humans could use those. That was my understanding too. They're supposed to be a special feature of the sci-fi technology. I mean, it's not that much of a stretch, right? We've seen monsters that use orbal arts, and they sure as hell aren't packing orbments. I can buy that some of them have the potential to use shard skills too. I suppose it's not inconceivable that they have evolved with our technology, but it's happening too fast. This is getting interesting. Perhaps the answers will come to us after we finish the third request. Shall we work on that next? This is an interesting plot thread that came out of nowhere. Up to y'all. Well, then I'm curious about the whole shard skill thing, but the third request's optional. Bare minimum was to finish 2, so we fulfilled our obligations here. If you guys are wiped out, we can leave the last one to some other group. Now that you mention it, I'm pooped, and thirsty too. You guys want to head back to the surface? I'd kill for a nice cold drink right about now. I feel you there. Well, we got some time, so if you guys want to take a break and come back later, we can do that. I'll leave the choice up to y'all.
That's one job behind us.
Trying to heal real quick.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Actually, did we buy weapons for everyone? I think we did. I guess we didn't get an upgrade for Bernard. How silly of us.
I've got this.
I've got this.
Here go.
Okay, we got one more in the upper zone depths.
May we be on our way.
Yep, more demons. Just plain ass demons. A fearsome foe is prowling around. Kill. Let's finish this. Right. Then let our battle begin. Keep an eye out for shard skills, everyone. Let's do this thing.
There's so many of them. Look out!
You're not
I
allowed.
won't lose. Lapis code.
Big shield.
You're next.
Forgive me.
A chance.
Full boost. Go all out.
Oh, I don't have enough for what I want.
Time to close it.
Activating skill.
How we do?
Got a whole slew of them.
Full boost. Go all on your
Time
own.
for the...
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Like hell you are. Don't screw with me.
Okay, let's go with this time.
Activating skill.
I shall handle this. I will end it.
Displaying
Going all
details.
in.
It's kind of weak against these. They use Umbra Cracker. I think I'd rather use the big spell.
Vanguard.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
A chance.
Do we even have a good spell with Van?
Go all out.
Make it count.
Certain arts will work better.
There.
Bam.
A chance.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand on your own.
Here's a little more.
Got a whole slew of them.
Full boost. Go all out. Certain arts will work better. Give them your own.
Brace yourself.
I like to use Aaron's, but he gets no CP.
Limiter unlocked.
I won't lose.
I'll use the heal, or but more importantly, the CP boost.
Let's party.
Satellite jerk.
Much
I'll take that. Bear guard!
Focus unleashed. Engaging skill.
Here I go. I will end them.
Focus on engaging skill.
Cosmos! Ruin! Celestial impact!
Boost gauge upgraded.
Artist, there. You're next.
Okay, we got this.
Activating skill.
There.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Now it's all three. Pluto's Nova. Enemy shard skills were in play here as well. Phew, these requests were brutal. Good thing we took those things out before they escaped and raised hell on the surface. Wonder where these things came from. It's not every day you run into monsters who can use shard skills. Indeed, there must be more to this than meets the eye. There's something on the floor. Oh? Looks like a machine part or something. It says CASSM03. What could that mean? I believe SSM may stand for Shard Skill Module. And the 03 would indicate this is the third such module. What? Then they were only able to use shard skills because of this unit? There's but one possibility, though it is likely, yes. It would certainly explain it. It's kinda hard to believe, but it's just about the only explanation that makes sense. Agreed, but what of the CA portion of the code? I have a feeling it comes from a name we've all heard recently. The up-and-coming weapons manufacturer that just so happened to make an appearance in this game. Sect Arms. That would make sense. They were one of the teams that made it to the third round, right? You probably know more about them than any of us were said, since, well, they're your competitor. I would not consider them a full-on competitor, but yes, I'm aware of their general operations and have been kept abreast of their developments. The company was established about 5 years ago, and they have been aggressively increasing their market share since before the war began. Their recent attempts to expand into contracted security put them in direct competition with us. They have seen little success in that area, but that hasn't deterred them. I have heard rumors that they were experimenting with traditional weaponry and patrol machinery. I wonder if the things we just fought were the result of that. But what's the benefit in giving monsters the ability to use shard skills? Why go to all this effort? Oh, perhaps they're seeking to use that technology to control the monsters. Might be onto something. But if that's their endgame, I doubt they're under contract. I'm thinking they came of their own volition. Can't deny that winning this game is a decent way to get your name out there. Good for optics, too. And there's another undeniable benefit. This place is a breeding ground for powerful monsters, which makes it a perfect venue to test their new weaponry. And by pitting them against us and the other players, they can gather a not insignificant amount of combat data. What's he thinking about? Controlling monsters with technology. Well, that's a new one. No, it isn't. They claim to be an ordinary weapons manufacturer, but they are clearly anything but. The tech's clearly far from complete, though, but I'd say there's still no match for you and your company. You flatter us. Anyway, that's the last of the monster extermination requests. Indeed, I'm concerned about what Sect Arms is plotting, but we have more urgent matters to attend to. Yeah, for now we gotta get back to the surface, and start getting ready for the final round. I wonder if Sect Arms is going to be more important in later games, or if they have some tie that we haven't understood with the current antagonist. Because so far they've only shown up like in side quests about corporate espionage, and now this thing where they're apparently just throwing monsters into the sewers. Like experimental monsters or something. It's kind of why
one drop behind us.
the said monsters are actually demons, though.
Reward deposit.
Where do they pick those up? Like, whenever one of those things showed up in previous games, it was bad news. Okay. Let's head out somewhere else, and I think that will just
I got this.
trigger an event. Huh? Who's this? Spriggan, you haven't seen Elaine anywhere, have you? Oh, it's you. What's got you so worked up? Just answer the question. Have you seen her or not? I haven't, no. Did something happen? She's done it again. You're at the guild, right? I want to hear more about this, so I'm heading over. Alright. But be quick about it. I'll tell you more when you get here. That didn't sound good. He seemed perturbed. Should we go right away, or should we wait for the others? Nah, this sounds urgent. Let's get to the guild ASAP. Okay. Let me save in front of it first. I'm glad at least they don't put me in front of the, like, inside of the guild and only trigger the event when I leave it. Like last time. Hey there. Took you long enough. We fast traveled as fast as we could. Oh, you guys are here too? Yeah, Elvis called and asked us to come back here. So, what's the situation? Something going on with Miss Eclair. I hear she has gone to see her family. Yeah, that's what she told us initially, but actually, let me start from the beginning. After the third round ended, Elaine returned to the guild. I just thought she was coming here to clear her head. After a bit, she said she was gonna go see her folks back home. She looked exhausted, so I told her to enjoy some time off and get plenty of rest. At the time, I just thought she was worn out from all those battles, but now I realized that there was more to it than that. Wait, back up. What's wrong with her wanting to go back to see her family? We'll get to that in a second. How did these guys find out that they're crooked? A while later, a courier named Hermes dropped off a letter from Elaine. The bike lady's up here? Why a letter of all things? Inside the letter was that sheet of paper. That's the bracer emblem, yes? Yeah, a bracer is always supposed to carry this on their person. Wait, so if she turned that in, then that means... No way. Yep, that's her letter of resignation. She quit the bracers? But why? No idea. She didn't go into that in the letter. What a mess. The timing concerns me most. You don't think she went to face Almada alone, do you? Not a chance. That'd be a violation of the rules. She would never do something that would put the rest of us in danger. Don't think she'd spare that kind of concern for herself, though. So what in the world happened then? Or maybe the better question is, what on earth is she doing? I can answer that one. You know what Elaine's up to? As a matter of fact, I do. Sorry about the hold-up, by the way. I was tied up helping someone else. Elaine came by the guild earlier today. She asked me to do a small favor for her. What? I didn't hear about this. What did she ask? She gave me a flash drive and asked me to verify the authenticity of the data stored on it. Elaine came back here just to ask you to verify some data. Yes, and she left as soon as she got her answer. The data was genuine. That much is certain. So what kind of data was it? That I don't know, not for certain at least. It was all incomplete, but I could tell it entailed multiple mirror transactions, and large ones at that. This is pure conjecture, but I believe the data outlines the financial operations of a criminal organization's primary sponsor. And that criminal organization is almost certainly Almada, right? Yeah. So Elaine's going after Almada's pocketbook. Well, I suppose that's one way to bring them down. But why would she need to leave the bracers to do that? Shit, I've got a bad feeling about this one. I gotta find her fast. Any idea where she might have gone? He's probably headed to, or has already arrived at, the site of Almada's largest investor. I'm fairly certain the investor in question is a company, but I don't know which one it is. And it's very easy, she told you where she was going. Though I can imagine her target is the person who's at the top rung of their corporate ladder. If you can find that person, you will likely find Elaine. Naturally, they have to be someone who resides in Oración. Okay, that means we've got 280,000 suspects. Any way you can bring that number down? If they're directing multiple sponsors, they must be someone who's wealthy and in a position of power. We're probably looking for a celebrity or a bigwig. That narrows it down. I've got a couple of ideas as to who it could be. Oh? I've been doing an investigation of my own over these last few days. I figured I'd make myself useful while I was up here on the surface. Well, don't keep us in suspense. Who do you think it is? The way I see it, there's two possible suspects. The first is the owner of the opera house. Her name is Adeline Monange. She's independently wealthy and has deep ties to Oracion's upper crust. Word is she's got one heck of a bone to pick with the people in the film industry. Considering Almada went after 2 film festivals, I think it's entirely possible that she's backing them. The other one is Fernand Audran, Oracion's mayor. Mayor Audran is the head of the conservative faction here, and he's hard on immigrants. He also interacts with descendants of the old nobility. He could be using Almada as a tool to strike at immigrants. The idea is unnerving, I know, but it's not out of the question. Both sound like viable suspects. Hey Van, who do you think is the most suspicious? You're a local, technically, so I'm curious about your opinion. I wouldn't put much stock in it. I was just a kid when I was living here. You've got a good eye, Alvis, but the conditions we outlined could match a couple other people too. Oh, you're right. And there's one person in particular. Anyway, I can only think of one person who's leading Almada's sponsors. And that person is... Quincy Company President Eau Claire. Wait a moment. Did you just say... So the fourth option is only available if you did the side quest for the threatening letter and the Lost Lord Lucio thing, where you ended up seeing that side event with it was President and President Eclair discussing things in their hotel table, I guess. That would explain a lot, actually. No, that's horrible. I sympathize with her. Well, now that we have our answer, I say we get moving. Yeah, just in case though, we should send people to the other suspects. Can you handle that for us, Alvis? Of course. I'll go help him with that. Good luck with the main target. Thanks. Wait for me, Elaine. I'm coming. I'm coming! Moments before.
Who,
Oh,
who
shit.
the hell are you? How did you get past security?
Elaine isn't the only person going after him. Or maybe they're trying to... She's trying to protect him.
They are taking a nap outside. You needn't worry about them. Edmund Eau Claire, I hereby brand you a heretic.
What? Oh no. They warned me about you. Look, that wasn't my doing, I swear. I didn't...
I only gave them the money to do it!
Whether you confess or not is of no consequence. You will atone for your crimes with your life.
Elaine!
It has been some time, Father. I never pictured our reunion being under such dire circumstances.
Well met, Elaine Eau Claire. I considered the possibility of you interfering with your father's execution. You are a fool to do so, however. Had you known of his myriad crimes, you would not have rushed to defend this trash.
Don't listen to a word he's saying. This ruffian is merely trying to deceive you. He must be a petty crook.
That's enough, Father. I know everything. I learned that the anti-immigrant movement has been financially backing Almada over the last few years. And that you were responsible for that decision. You also happen to be their biggest sponsor.
I haven't the slightest idea. I'm sad that the voice acting ended there. As soon as I caught wind of the ties between Almada and the anti-immigrant groups, you immediately came to mind. You have the wealth of the Quincy Company at your fingertips, possess deep political ties, and live in a city close to Messeldam. And above all, your all-consuming obsession with Calvar's long-lost nobility drove you to discriminate against those of unknown origin. Which is precisely why, all those years ago, you took my dear friend away from me, all because he fit that description. I think this is all just one big misunderstanding. You're still not over that boy? You see this? It's a record of all your hidden financial accounts and transactions. They obtained this by making a deal with your business partners. This is unequivocal proof that Almada received its funding from the Quincy Company, Etoise, and others. Like, oh no, I'm cooked. I ran this by a trustworthy source, and they confirmed the contents are genuine. I also made a fascinating discovery from this. In addition to your regular contributions, we provided extra funding for one of their projects. The creation of a revolutionary weapon, one with unprecedented destructive capabilities. This is ludicrous. You have it all wrong. I have been suspicious of you ever since my days at the Academy. I wanted to believe my doubts were unfounded. That was part of why I became a bracer in the first place. But as I delved headlong into my investigation, my suspicions only seemed to grow. I scoured to find conclusive evidence, and all the while, your actions led to more crimes, chief among them being the attack of the trade conference. That is, until the unthinkable catastrophe that befell Kryl. Right, the attack on the press conference in the Crossbow games and Cold Steel actually had two groups of terrorists running in. Elaine, I am here to put an end to it all. You will face justice at the hand of your own daughter. And I will ask that you back down. Ensuring that he pays the price for his crimes is my responsibility, and I won't allow you to steal that from me. Very well. Your resolve is firm. What? Iscariot's true purpose is to punish the criminals who are beyond the reach of the law. If you are able to expose his crimes, and see that he is punished for them, we have no reason to interfere. You're more understanding than I would have expected. This can't be. Don't do it, Elaine. I am not here to kill you. I'm simply going to take you into custody and hand you over to the Capitol Police. I have already tendered my resignation. This will be my final job as a bracer. Do not think you can suppress my evidence. It will hold firm. How can you do this to me? You of all people should understand exactly what I'm trying to do here. The blood of the Marquises of the past flows through House Eclair. It is noble and pure. And inbred, everything I've done is all for the purpose of righting the wrongs of that foolish revolution. I only want to take back what is rightly ours. Why would you seek to obstruct such a righteous goal? What a pitiful man. Just tell me one thing. Did you know about Almada's plans to destroy Kryl? And also, were you privy to the danger that is being thrust upon the people of Oracion? I swear I knew nothing about Kryl. They only told me their plan after the fact. Wait, did you say Oracion is in peril? This is the first I'm hearing of this. I expected as much. Regardless, you can fill us in on everything you know at the guild.
I love a juicy family drama.
Of course. There's no way this was just gonna go ahead unimpeded. They want their money. They may be weird, super powerful mafia, but they still need their backers. If it isn't the overseers of the gardens.
Nice to see you, Vice Captain.
Normally, I would not care about what you choose to do on the surface now that you're out of the game. Out of sight and out of mind. However, I couldn't help but notice you harassing our poor sponsor. Did you stumble upon evidence that incriminates him, perhaps?
You have some nerve. Oh, thank goodness. Your timing is impeccable, Melchior. Finish off this intruder post-haste. Elaine is to be placed under house arrest effective immediately. But don't harm her. Father! Witless fool. This wasn't on my agenda for today, but very well. However, I hope you know I don't believe in half measures. Ugh! What are you doing? I may be a part of the Mafia now, but I was once in a group of assassins, I'll have you know. If I see a chance to kill, I will not hesitate to act on it. I cannot resist my primal instincts. You might have got one over me earlier, but I won't make the same mistake twice. I'm not going easy on you just because you're tired. I'm gonna tear you limb from limb. Ugh. I won't let anyone interfere with my mission. I will bring my father to justice, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I wouldn't be so sure of that if I were you. I can just kill him. Oh.
Elaine!
Father!
I guess that makes more
What's
sense.
going on?
Surprised that he actually tried to protect her. I mean, he did kind of go, I'm doing everything for you. Even if I'm just... Even as I'm supplying the super mafia with nuclear bombs, I'm doing everything for you. Fucking idiot. What's going on?
I don't know, but it doesn't look good.
You alright, Elaine?
Van. Jin. Fee.
Looks like we got her just in the nick of time.
For some reason, my head went to, oh, I'm just gonna kill him, even though I went here to protect him. Even though I came here to protect him, in terms of Melchior's actions.
I remember you. I saw you last night. Wait. That hair looks familiar. Have we met before?
I've never seen you before in my life. You sure you're not getting me mixed up with someone else?
Well now, what a twist. Though it isn't a welcome one. Now was the perfect time to bring down the curtain on the president's life.
Oh, I guess he would kill him anyway because he's Melchior.
What?
Oh, don't act so surprised. Anyone with half a brain would have realized the boss had no interest in your silly anti-immigrant cause.
He might still want the money though. I guess not.
We smiled and nodded so you would line our pockets. But we have no need for money anymore. You have outlived your usefulness.
I guess the organization must also have outlived its usefulness. Just one more experiment to go.
No wonder you were so quick to hand over those records.
This can't be happening.
I never expected to see so many lovely faces here, especially with the final round on the horizon. Is the wait so unbearable? Are you bored? Well, I am too. How about we entertain each other for a little while?
Fine by me. I'm gonna enjoy kicking your ass.
We won't let you have your way any longer.
I'll take on the vice captain and the bracers. This'll be a nice warm-up before the final round.
You were marked a heretic long ago, and now it is finally time to put you down.
Elaine! Let's do this! We'll talk about you running off on your own later. You ready to see this thing through?
Of course.
Then let's get this exhibition match started. It'll be the perfect prelude to the big finale. Don't go dropping dead on me now, or the boss will be very disappointed.
Oh, Van and Elaine. Okay. Let's bring in Katra for the shields and CP up, and Aaron for the damage.
Activating shards!
Let's make the most of this.
Ah, fuck. This is like a waste.
Make it count.
Damage up. Do I just get to keep the damage up after I hit the character?
Going all in.
Focus unleashed. Engaging skill.
Taking point.
Focus engaging skill.
Wings guide me. Knight up.
Boost gauge upgraded.
Sword breaker. Alright. Now we need to make Van, as usual,
We should go at it.
our little scapegoat.
Over here! Over here! Go, Katra!
Give me shields.
Blacklist code.
The bigger the better.
Go time. Eat this, sucker. Here we go. Enjoy.
What?
How's this?
His phone makes clones. Why?
Slice and dice 'em. A chance.
And already broke the shield. That's kind of crazy.
Go all out.
Anyway. Where is this? Vandalized raid. Let's just keep throwing this at him over and over again. I don't want to get too far away from Catra.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Do this again.
Time for the mix.
As stubborn as ever.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
I think I had a lot of health, actually.
We should go on the attack.
Can I not get everyone in here? They're so close.
Going all in.
This... I feel like I need to stand where the copy is. Actually get it, this sucks. Ah!
Let's party.
Ah, fine. Like, he needs it more than he does. But also shield, though. That's the hard part. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, actually, he was gonna get extra CP soon. Oh,
We can win.
it's fine. Let's see if we can delay.
Focus unleashed.
Try some of this.
Seal might also be nice.
Make it count.
Engaging skill.
Go time.
Preparing for a big move.
Eat this, sucker.
We have impede here, but
Energy
wouldn't it be
output
nice if I
maximum.
just deleted that copy instead?
Eat this, sucker.
Activating skill.
Might just kill him with it, actually. If it crits.
Soar for me.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Not quite, I think.
My
But
move
he's
now.
sealed. So... just gotta do that?
What say
Oh no.
like
He survived! I should have done a bigger attack.
Take that. And that. And then kaboom.
I'll remember this.
Oh, we're fine.
Engaging skill.
What do you care? You got me.
That's how it goes.
Weak.
I think I've grown a little.
We're gonna hold too strong. Ever since they gave us shields and Van and I got stuck to let Van just keep using S-Crafts. And I should give that to what's his name, to Aaron, so he can just keep spamming like 30k damage S-Crafts every turn. Ugh, Elaine. Impressive, very impressive. You guys aren't half bad. Yeah, we just can't get the upper hand against him. Master, the artifact he wields. Yes, my thinking is the same. Everyone, we are out of time. Oh dear, we may have overdone it a smidgen. If the police learn of our plans, they'll blab them to everyone, and the boss wouldn't like that. He wants to keep a tight lid on spoilers. Although, I'd love to see droves of panic-stricken civilians toppling over each other and screaming for mercy. It sounds like a perfect ending to me. You foul fiend! I hope you burn in hell, you son of a bitch. We gotta hightail it out of here. I've still got a part to play in the game. What? Don't run away, you coward! Our mission ended in failure, though we did get something nice out of the exchange. How about we call this one a draw? Thanks for everything, Mr. President. We couldn't have done any of this without you. Farewell now. Heart emote. To tell you the truth, I'm pretty damn happy you guys are the ones who'll be challenging us in the palace. Wish it was 3 o'clock already. The anticipation's killing me here. But the wait will be worth it. See you guys soon. So friendly. Even while he's trying to kill everyone. We finally got rid of them. For now, at least. Yeah.
We'll leave the rest to you.
Right.
I'm so sorry, Elaine. I don't know how I could have been so blind. But please believe me when I say that...
Representative Director of the Quincy Company, President Edmund Auclair. I am taking you into custody on suspicion of aiding and abetting the Mafia and providing material support to a terrorist organization.
Soon after, police arrived on the scene, and after concisely explaining the situation, Van contacted the CID. After that, Elaine delivered all of the evidence she had to the authorities. As a result, Edmund and his accomplices were placed under arrest. Kinda want to stop by the hotel now and see if we can talk to people there. Where we help Lucio. So if Elaine is quitting as a bracer, what does she do? Does she join the party? This whole thing is gonna be trying for her, but I get the feeling she'll be okay. Yeah, she's made of sterner stuff. One way or another, she'll make it through. I was worried there for a moment, but I think it turned out alright in the end. Wish we could have finished off those bastards while we had the chance, though. Oh, I nearly forgot about the Vice Captain. Looks as though he's nowhere to be seen now. He may have assumed the branded heretic had room to mend his ways. Here's hoping. Either way, I'm sure the CID's got the situation under control. Once we're all done here, we should get in contact with Agnes. Yeah, I think our patrol is just about over now.
Wait a moment! Thank you, everyone, for coming to my aid, and for letting me settle this in my own way. I regret that I won't be able to watch over your efforts to the very end. There is a lot I must go over with the authorities, but I know you will succeed. I have faith that you and your friends will triumph, but I know you will succeed. I believe in you all.
We'll kick this game's ass. You played your part to give us this chance at victory, and we're gonna take it. We'll be back with good news before you know it.
Of course. I'll be waiting.
Okay. Where was that place actually? Was it this building? Many people seemed flustered last night at the social club. They were speaking as though we should be fearful of these recent terrorist attacks. I can understand their concern to some extent, but I believe they are overreacting. Oof. I guess when stuff happens far away from you. Okay, so here's the list of investments for Oración Business from people in the capital. And here's the brokerage firm analysis data. Oh dear, this is not good. I don't think those among the social elites are aware of how bad things are. We can't make up for that deficit. Wait, what deficit? I haven't heard anything about this. There's nothing to be worried about. The Oración Trust Bank is just facing a little bit of trouble. It will rebound in time, I'm sure. I'm sure. There was a meeting and social gathering last night. For some reason, the TWASP representatives that attended looked a little panic-stricken. I hope nothing's wrong. Should I be keeping an eye out for something? I wonder if any conversation actually changed after this quest. Wait. That's a combination. Now then, let's talk about that contract. Mind going over the technical stuff? I'm afraid that information is confidential, but if necessary, I can ask the general manager if I can disclose it. Cool, you do that. I'd really like to know more about you know what. Oh, hey you guys. For your sake, I hope you aren't eavesdropping. Now, we just got the last bit, but I doubt any of us understood a word you were saying. And speaking of things I don't understand, why the hell are you two chilling here together? I mean, they're hired by the same person, probably. I'm just hanging with my buddy the cam sim. This is strictly business. Our client deemed it necessary that we meet, so we're meeting. That is all. I don't have friendly get-togethers. Anyway, the wet blanket's right. We're just acting under client orders. Or so I assume. For all I know, they could have an ulterior motive here. I wouldn't know. Ask my superiors. Who could Ikaruga's client be? I've been wondering this since I saw them in Kunlun. In Marduk's case, the contract formed with the President's administration should still be valid. I'm still not clear on why these guys jumped into the fray here. But at least they won't be getting in our way.
Right.
I've chosen to do things differently from the Kruga. I do not expect you to understand why, just that you accept it. I'd really like to see more of what the Kamsim can do. I wouldn't mind getting to know him more either. I'm sure he's got tons of fascinating stories to tell. And who knows, I'd probably be able to understand him better than most. He and I are kindred spirits after all. Battle maniacs, I guess. Okay. I think it's time. We arrested Elaine's dad for helping the Mafia. Now we're going to kill the Mafia. It's almost time for the final round to begin, but there's still nowhere to be seen. Sounds like Agnes is done with whatever she was working on, so I'm sure they'll be here before long. Our collaborators are ready to go, so as long as they arrive in time, there is no need to worry. I'm still very curious about what she's planning, though. Seems like it involved a heck of a lot of prep work around the city.
No way.
Oh, is it a day trip for the children of the city? They're just flying them out? As some other kind of activity? I guess that's an excuse. That's cute. The rules were about letting people know, right? Everyone that just doesn't know about the game can freely come and go from the city. So smart.
You've really gone and done it this time, you filthy spriggan trash!
What do you mean the children aren't in danger anymore? How dare you! I was looking forward to them. Jesus. Melchior can't survive this game, right?
Isn't that the airship we saw in Tharbad?
That belongs to the princely family of Elsheim. I think it might be carrying all of the city's children on board.
Oh, good. That means the orphanage kids are safe.
How do you get all of the kids? How can you tell from there?
I'm so glad everything went according to plan.
But wait, does that mean...
That was what you were up to?
That's right. Officially, it's a sightseeing flight to foster relations with the Central East and to commemorate the ending of the film festival.
To set it all up in a single day?
We spread awareness of it through the Orbital Network and with word of mouth, and said that all children of the city were invited.
We put the connections Dingo left behind to good use. Last night, we reached out to the Crown Prince and asked if we could use the Principality transport vessel.
I fully expected him to inquire about why we needed it, but no. He just rushed on over in that airship without a second thought. He is quite the character. I wouldn't be surprised if he was taking inspiration from a certain musician I know.
Certain Olivia musician?
They're gonna fly around the city for the next couple of hours. Then they'll return to Racion. And that's one less thing we have to worry about as we head into the final battle.
I'm genuinely speechless.
Ah, an impressive feat to be sure.
Indeed. Even if the worst-case scenario should happen, the children will be out of harm's reach. This was a brilliant scheme. You should be proud of yourself, Agnes.
Worst case scenario, 100,000 orphans.
Not at all. Admittedly, this was just a self-satisfied gesture that might well have no meaning at all. But I just happened to remember what Dingo once said to Van.
Think about what you can do and what you want to do. You'll find a clue on how to move forward in the gap between the two.
Very well. Make the most of your connections while you're away. The CID is at your beck and call. There are many truths that lie dormant in the gap between ideals and reality. You would do well to seek them out.
I also recalled the words of my dad, and it just spurred me to action, I suppose. After I thought up the idea, I spoke to Marielle and Ren, and we all decided to go ahead with it. By the way, I heard about what happened with Elaine through the guild. I'm so sorry I couldn't be there at such an important time.
Why the hell are you saying sorry? You just earned us a huge win. You even factored in the Crown Prince's debt to us and turned him into a chess piece for your master plan. You've gotten pretty damn sneaky. We better watch out, or we're all gonna be your puppets before long.
I don't think that will be happening anytime soon.
It's almost like you're utterly incapable of offering a genuine compliment.
I'm gonna have to start pulling my weight more.
Yes, please do.
Sounds like our allies are on their way. Let's go, guys. It's time to finish this.
Right.
Let's do this!
May Adios be with you all.
Do whatever must be done to ensure that Agnes's precautions will be for naught.
Is it how many children are in the city? They say, they said there were 280,000 people in the city.
Keycard confirmed.
Did that include the children? What's the capacity on the airship? How does that work?
Team Arkwright Solutions can now enter the final
I like the
zone.
idea, but how does that work? Single airship. How does that work with a single airship? Well, I can get 100,
So
but
this is the interior of Vashtar Palace.
there should be way more children in a city of 250,000.
It must have been a sight to behold, before the monarch was overthrown a century ago.
Almost time for our final battle.
Indeed. Though I am unsure of what to expect from the remaining Almada members.
Oh, the revolution happened 100 years ago? A century ago? For some reason I always feel like it's something way in the past, but that makes sense if it's only like two generations? 2-3 generations between now and when the nobility was around.
I'll tell you what we can expect. They'll come at us, and we'll beat their asses to a bloody pulp.
And we'll stop them from detonating the bomb.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get this party started.
Time to put the pedal to the metal and go after them. Full speed ahead!
Interesting that it's gold save point right away. Anyway, let's save here.
But
Now what's next?
Sorry, I want to change my team. Help. I kind of want Katra in there more often. And then I heard it's nice for all the damage he can do, but Enough chasing around for now.
I've got this.
All right, time to let loose.
Activating combat system.
Cut you up.
He just deletes these mobs. Like her strong attack is crazy.
Cut you up. They flinched.
Thanks a whole bunch, Theo, Zeros.
Ow. Kind of bad at dodging with her though.
They're down. We can win right now.
There's still more.
Cut you up.
It deals so much stun.
This old palace is enormous.
Even with all the decay, this place still has a certain grandeur to it.
Oh.
It's too grand a stage for this shitty-ass game, that's for sure.
Sorry, we have to walk back.
Looks like a chest.
There! Watch out! You up. That enemy looks strong.
Activating combat.
We've got the upper hand.
Activating skill.
Zero form. Duality. Up to you. There we go.
You're next.
There. Shadow Fire.
A chance. Activating drive. Activating skill.
There.
There.
On yes.
Let's go.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
I guess I should give Katra some CP.
There.
Activating skill.
Here goes.
I'll take it
I've
from
got
here. I can live with this.
Good work on
Crit
yes.
9%. Prevents that down. For a moment I was thinking about giving it to Aaron, but that shouldn't be particularly helpful. I should have tried. Does anyone have a worse version of this equipment right now? Not quite. I'd really give her something better than this, though. Yeah, I'm gonna swallow. Actually, I should have given it to Perry. Anything that gives extra accuracy? Ruh-roh. Sorry. You were already at 90%, so could you spare a better piece of gear for Fairy? Where was this? Here. There. Just in case we do have to use her as a party member. I guess we're out of things to fight for CP.
Relaxing.
Hello, it's that guy.
Finally! You sure took your sweet-ass time.
Aryok. I guess I should have expected to find him here. I assume we must defeat you first. Sorry, I assume we must defeat you first before we get to Dantes.
You got that right, pretty lady. We couldn't really go at it in the labyrinth, but There's nothing stopping us from fighting to the death now. This place ain't got any of the resplendence it had when I came here in the bygone days. But this decrepit old ruin makes for a kick-ass backdrop for our fight. Don't you think?
Wait. What do you mean by when I came here in the bygone days? I know the answer to that. There was a report on him from the East 8 years ago. One that I had trouble believing at first. You were born in a different era, weren't you? Oh, did I never mention that? Whoops. I was born a long time ago, before your grandparents were in diapers, in fact. Back in my day, the Holy Iskan Empire still stood firm. What? The Holy Iskan Empire? You mean the one that ruled over the entire eastern side of the continent? As I recall, it fell about 130 years ago. So he's over 130 years old? How is that possible? Probably because of the artifacts. I'm guessing the halberd and the armor are what's keeping you alive, yeah? Uh-huh. They're called the Fangs of Rahu, and they've been passed down in my old tribe for generations. My people were from the west, and we all served the Iskan Emperor. I once visited the Iskan Empire while escorting a goodwill ambassador. Then the Empire fell shortly after I returned home from that trip. Most of my tribe died with it. Except me, of course. Thanks to these things, I'm still alive and kicking. After that, I spent my days wandering the desolate wastelands of the East. Bandits and Jaegers made a habit of picking fights with me, and I murdered them all to quench the Fang's unquenchable thirst. It was the life I lived for over a century, but it all came to an abrupt end when the church set their sights on me. They branded me a heretic and hunted me like a dog. Then one day, while I was busy fighting off some of them, a group of assassins came to help me out. They'd only just started up at that point, and they were sniffing around for new hires. They offered me a place among them. And who was I to say no? I'd spent 100 years in the wastelands, so being an overseer sounded like the sweetest deal in the world to me. Eventually, the Emperor kicked the bucket, which prompted Melchior to find us a sponsor. And well, you know the rest of the story from there. So the artifacts cursed you with eternal life. We were part of the Rahu tribe, one of the 9 people of the Navagraha. Through the invisible tempest, the walking monstrosity who mercilessly slaughters his victims and leaves no witnesses to tell the tale. Even I had no idea that such an infamous heretic was leading one of the gardens. You seem way more into working with Almada than the chick with the angel did. Don't think you're enjoying it as much as Melchior, but it's easy to tell you're getting a real kick out of this. Of course I am. When I'm working with these guys, I just feel so alive. But all good things gotta come to an end at some point, and this carnival's about to reach its climax. This carnival's about to reach its climax.
Alright, enough talk. I can't wait a minute longer, so let's get this show on the road. I ain't gotta play the rules enforcer anymore. I'm finally free to go all out.
Be on your guard, everyone. He's unleashing the artifact's full power.
Talk about disappointing.
Come again?
I had my expectations raised when you said you wanted me specifically to take part in this carnival. And those expectations were thoroughly dashed. Is this really the best entertainment you can offer?
Judith.
I love a woman with spunk. You and I got some things in common. We're both thrill seekers. You find yours from acting and thieving. I get mine from chopping heads off bodies. Also, like you, I'm hard to please. Do you really think you can quench my ravenous thirst for a good fight?
Yes, I do. I'm gonna put on one hell of a show just for you. You should feel lucky. I'm gonna give you my undivided attention. Because I won't let a potential fan live a cursed and meaningless existence. Consider this my calling card. From the Phantom Thief Grimcat to Ariok the Eradicator. I'm gonna bring you to your knees, and I'll steal your empty heart right before you.
Hell yeah.
You tell him, sister. What an adorable little proclamation.
You'll steal my heart? That's the funniest shit I've heard all week.
If you think you can fill the bottomless void deep within me,
The bottom.
then you're welcome to try.
Oh god.
About time I showed what my fangs of Rahu are really capable.
Oh, we can use the Grendel. I guess I kind of wonder. He did say that he was fighting people to quench the thirst of the fangs, which are supposed to be his armor and halberd. So I guess he kind of had to go around killing people to keep those working. I wonder about that. Maybe that's reading too much into it, and he was just kind of a weirdo psycho that got off on fighting random people in the wastelands.
Now's your chance to boost.
We still have Kurogane helping us out.
What's the matter, huh? Breathless code. Activate.
Now or never.
Does he have any buffs right now? I don't think he does.
It's working.
I want to just start blasting him, but we don't have enough DP for it.
We needn't go easy on them.
I'm gonna just do basic attacks.
Keep it up. It's working.
No, let's use CP.
Initiating skill.
Getting the witch would be convenient.
Our chance.
Oops, you don't want that. I think I want to swap Agnes actually. Let's have Shizuna
Going all in.
do some damage.
Pressure him and move in.
Activating skill.
Run wild. Raging blizzard.
I don't think I want to bother with the Grendel.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
A chance.
Full boost. Go all out.
Ah, that's a mistake.
You're wide. Give him your all.
Great.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Like hell you are.
I won't lose.
Okay, let's get everyone some CP back.
I've been there.
Like hell you are. In my zone.
Oh, I guess Kisuna didn't have the shield on her.
Show no mercy. Restrain.
I didn't think about that after I switched her for Agnes.
You're next.
Initiating skill.
Finish him, Van.
This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
Over here. Over here. Show me what you got, Silverblade.
Search complete.
What's the matter, huh?
Your move.
Freezing wind.
Cut down my enemies. Can't beat me.
And he gets a lot of actions, huh?
Going all in.
Not close enough for that. Oh well.
Bet this'll sting.
Initiating skill.
Come at me.
Not bad.
Stop right there.
I'm like, okay, now I kind of want to take the Grendel.
My move now.
Gonna be stunned soon.
Here's our chance.
That CP was very convenient. I guess you're not getting shields, Kisuna.
Wide open.
Can I? Nope, I guess not. That's more important right now.
I've been that.
You're next.
I am the shadow.
Now we're talking.
Pull out all the stops.
Activating skill.
Run wild.
You're not letting me freeze him.
Raging blizzard.
This is it.
My move now.
It's a chunk of health back, that asshole. Ah, I should have moved away. Is that an S-craft? No.
You'll be sorry.
We needn't go easy.
Twilight kick.
He's getting rid of his buffs.
Now we're talking. I like where this is headed.
Take him out. Your move.
Freezing wind. Cut down my enemies. You're next.
Ah, finally froze him. Let's give ourselves shields again.
Lapis code. Activate. Bam. Great.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Artets. Shroud.
Kinda forgot about the Grendel. That time. I said I was gonna save for it and then I forgot about it.
Full boost. Go all
You gonna come for me?
Now or never.
Make it count. Struggle all you want.
I shouldn't put these too close to each other. Oh well. It's gonna be faster.
Activate.
I won't lose.
Look at him running in. Satellite Cure. Those were too far away. Oh well.
We need help.
Give me some CP. Man, we're not getting any boost back.
My turn now.
So sad. Oh, take another freeze.
Activating skill.
Freezing wind. Cut down my enemies.
Now or never.
You're wide open.
Initiating skill.
Ready for this? You're tough. Finish him, Van.
Come for the Grendel.
Time for a new look.
Get going, Van.
We needn't go easy on them.
You're wide open.
Oh, that's kind of annoying. Can I do it like this?
Pressure him and move
Nope.
in.
I need to actually be in range.
We needn't go easy on them.
Oh, once I move away from that, can I use the other moves? I think so. Let me check. Let me check real quick what happens when I do it like this. Where does it leave me? Oh, I do go the whole way to the other side of the screen.
Don't hold back, Van.
Is Mare always just hanging up there? I just realized.
Pressure him and move in.
Pressure him and move out.
What's the matter, huh?
You're wide open. All right, Van.
You're screwed now! Love it!
Oh yeah, that's damage.
Energy output maximum. Initiating skill.
If this kills him, that would be very appropriate.
I hope you're ready. Here's the climax. Grim Knight Wall.
Boost gauge expanded.
More! I can't get enough.
That was good.
Too easy!
What?
Now!
It's over!
Man, why we jump in? You're still in the show.
We did it!
Exceptional work. You managed to break the artifact's core.
That really was a hell of a show.
Well, of course. I did promise as much, and I even recreated Golden Blood's climax just for you.
Didn't see that coming at all.
I didn't watch that movie either.
What's going on?
Oh, you killed him.
Wait, is this... It's just like what happened to Ida.
You are one captivating gal, you know that? It's like you were commanding my attention in that fight. And in the movie I saw last night.
Oh, you did go watch it?
Wait, you went to the movies? Did you actually go to see Golden?
Victory is yours. You said you'd bring me to my knees, and you did just that. The path to Dante's is open. He's all that remains now. Melchior will just be there as a witness.
Oh, we don't get to kill Melchior?
Let's hope you could stand up to the boss's fear. Or else your legs might give out from under you.
He was a ghost.
If you really did go to see it, you could have at least shared your impressions with me.
Guess that's one mystery that'll stay forever unsolved.
But at the very least, he seemed satisfied as he passed somehow.
Yeah, maybe you managed to fill some of that empty heart of his right at the end.
One can only hope. All right, I'm done stealing the spotlight. I'll hand over the reins to the rest of you. Oh, but I'm not planning on slacking off now. I may be a temp employee, but I'm still gonna give this my all.
Naturally. I expect nothing less from all my employees, temp or perm. The next fight will be our last. Then this madness will finally be behind us. Get ready, everyone. We're gonna go in there and make Dante's pay for all his crimes.
Very well.
Can I try with the armor? Okay. Okay. Always doing the church's work for them.
Looks like a chest.
You're a rowdy crowd, aren't you?
Ow.
This'll make for a good one.
Come on! Stay calm and deal with it.
You've got a charge attack ready to go.
I feel like he does no damage. Ow. Stop hitting me, please.
Threat level high. Be extremely cautious. I'm all in.
Now's your chance to boost.
Can't heal Van. Or Kurogane.
Lead the way, princess.
It was really like this.
We need help.
Thanks, pal.
Now or never.
Initiating skill.
Have some more! They're down!
Your move.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Artist. Shroud. Down to nothing. Keep going.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Later.
Oh, no.
Gotcha.
You can actually dodge through the red moves. Ow.
Wait for the right time and strike.
Gotcha.
Unleashing sharp strike.
All right.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You nailed it, Van. Resistant to arts. Physical attacks are more effective.
Oh, no wonder we're doing no damage, I guess, with Catra. Even though I wanted the CP.
Enemy suppressed.
Speaking of that... What do you even want in the party? I guess Aaron. Try to make him do damage.
The star has arrived.
Entering battle. Could use a charge attack, you know.
Take that, you ass. Take that, you ass.
One step closer to reaching my peak.
Is that the throne room?
Guess it's about time we wrap this up.
Right. Let's gun for it.
Good stuff.
Alright, I don't think we have anything left to prepare. We'll just go ahead and fight the boss of Almada. Gonna hit it with your sword?
Welcome to my humble abode.
And here I was thinking that Arioch would wipe the floor with you, but you did that to him.
And we're gonna do the same to Dante's.
You better stay out of our way, Melchior.
Of course, of course. Just pretend like I'm invisible. I will merely serve as an idle spectator. I wouldn't dream of spoiling the boss's big moment. Though I do wish I could join in on the fun. I'd love to grab the neck of that wretched vermin who called that airship and give a nice long squeeze.
Worry not, Melchior. The passengers will have the distinct honor of witnessing their homes, families, and friends explode before their very eyes. All they can do is watch helplessly from above as their former lives go up in flames. I can hardly imagine a more perfect gift of fear.
You bastard. Does your wickedness know no bounds?
We didn't come here to chat the night away, asshole. We came here to beat the shit out of you. Are you just gonna sit on that dumbass throne and hurl cheap taunt after cheap taunt?
No, no. We will hold our battle momentarily. And after the victor is determined, the final judgment will be passed.
There's the nuclear weapon.
So that's what it looks like.
It is still incomplete, so there is no need to fear too much. It cannot be detonated. At least, not without this key.
Sword.
That's the sword we saw in Dingo's video. Just the sight of it is sending chills down my spine.
Not surprising. It is a deadly blade. It's holy and demonic in nature. Its existence was a closely guarded secret of the royal family of Calvert.
Something, divergent laws. Where's Emma when you need her to say random bullshit?
After the kingdom fell, the church attempted to recover it, but no trace of it was ever found. So how in the goddess's name did you come into possession of a Peyron, the sword of divine darkness?
So that is what it's called.
Wait, why are we only hearing about this now?
This sword has become something of a legend. I understand why you are shocked to see this in my hands. Allow me to enlighten you. This very blade was passed down to me. I had the right of its inheritance. I was born by the name of Gerard Eldarion. I am a descendant of the royalty that once ruled Calvard. Therefore, both it and the throne are rightfully mine. You must be curious as to how a descendant of the royal family still lives and stands before you. That is because I was taken into the care of a cult that is now extinct.
The DG cult.
As a child? Well, I guess he would come out like this from over there.
They were one of the groups that went on to become the Gardens, after spreading chaos across the Republic.
Oh boy, the Oathbreaker must have spilled the tea on that. Yes, the Gardens can trace its roots back to the cult, as well as the Order of the Moonlight Horse, which he and I once belonged to. Then he ran off to the Society with the Golden Butterfly and another ex-member, leaving 7-year-old me in the dust all the while.
The other ex-member was, Sharon, right?
But he did tell me I could make my very own Garden of Killers. And oh, did I very much enjoy doing so. As a result of my efforts, I met the Emperor, herded the remnants of the cult, became acquainted with Arioch and Olympia, and most important of all, found our wonderful boss shortly after he assumed control of Almada. I met a descendant of Calvardian royalty and a former high priest of the DG cult. How could I perceive it as anything but a fortuitous twist of fate?
So what exactly are you all trying to accomplish here?
Are you attempting to restore the Republic's monarchy? Or are you following in the footsteps of the cult?
Neither. I care nothing for the country's revolution 100 years ago, nor do I care about the increasing number of immigrants welcomed through its doors. And I will not leech off the teachings of the cult like a parasite, as my parents once did. I'm afraid those things bring me no fulfillment whatsoever.
I just want to blow up this bomb with my sword.
I am not the kind of man who obsesses over past glories, nor do I desire to rebel against the goddess. Everything that drives a human being to action, friendship, work, envy, love, all of it holds no meaning. Just an endless source of frivolity and tedium. So I sought a diversion, a reprieve from this vapid world. And I found just the answer I was looking for. The ultimate source of reprieve. Fear. You cannot deny that our neighbors in the Erebonian Empire prospered greatly as a result of conflict. And much like conflict, fear is a fundamental component of human nature. Life, death, order, and chaos can only exist because of fear. It is at the heart of everything, the foundation upon which all else exists. Once I learned that, I began my lifelong pursuit to seek out fear in its purest form and instill it in everyone.
You're one sick piece of shit, you know that?
So that's why you were drawn to the concept of nuclear weapons. And you got Professor Callahan wrapped up in your web of lies.
Indeed, and he created a wondrous work of art. But alas, it just isn't good enough on its own. As a weapon, it's too unstable, and it won't leave a permanent mark on the world, even if we were to take the lives of everyone in this city. People will be dismayed for a time, but like with the Salt Pail and Retributive Tower incidents, they will forget and move on. And that is what led me to the idea of this carnival. It is the birthplace for the ultimate fear, one that will fester inside every human being for the rest of their lives. Now, I grow weary of idle chatter. Shall we begin our duel to the death?
How is this different from the other incidents? Like, didn't 1 million people die and plunge a country into poverty with the Salt Pail thing? And it did leave a sort of permanent mark in the world. I think that thing is still there. Yeah, I guess I don't see the difference. It's just another horrible thing that happened in the setting, if it does go off. It doesn't even leave radiation for some reason. Maybe because it's not made from real radioactive stuff. Like, supposedly it's just, oh, we made it from shards. Like, they can just do that, apparently.
Sounds good to me. You are so going down!
This'll be tough,
Ooh.
but we can't afford to lose.
I don't know, the whole fear thing, when you hear it like at the end of the game, it's like, oh, this is so everything, this is my guiding philosophy. It sounds like, okay, you're just another crazy. I don't know. Doesn't feel particularly scary.
I'm almost certain he's up to something.
True, but we've still got to pull out all the stops against him, or we're done for.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going full throttle from the get-go.
Also, still wondering if Van got adopted into Almada or something when he got sent away by Elaine's dad.
Mare!
Mare to the rescue! Okay, Van. Hope you're ready to...
Huh? Yeah. Ready to go!
Okay. Shardswell. The Grendel's all yours!
Are we gonna see the...
Ah, there it is. I was wondering if you would pull the same trick again. So that must be your nightmare, then.
What just...
Mare! Something's interfering with her AI.
Bear, snap out of it!
No. This is all wrong. This isn't who I am. This isn't me.
She vanished.
The hell did you do to her?
What's wrong? You still have your restraints, do you not? You should focus less on her and more on the battle at hand. I wonder how this will play out. Will I fall prey to your nightmare? Or will you be consumed by my fear?
So the time that the Grendel went berserk, we sort of heard him talk shit about the nightmare as well. I was like, there has to be a connection there.
All right. Let's see just what you can do.
Oblivion Fist, alright.
I am the shadow.
We're not gonna act before he gets a turn. That's a shame. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Now's a good time to boost.
I do want to boost.
You're wide open.
Energy out.
But the Grendel kind of needs it at the same time. Okay, let's not do that right away.
Make it count. Eat this, sucker.
I'm preferably field. Okay, what's Oblivion Fist? Low. Okay, it's like that other move that Van can use.
Let's party.
Okay, Oblivion Fist, then Impede and Hate Up. And then I'm gonna walk slightly away. Oh, actually, I need to be close so I can get the shield. Right. That's some damage. Pathetic. Oh.
You're wide open.
Lapis code. Activate. You're next.
All right.
Got it.
Run wild. Reaching blizzard. You're wide open.
Make it count.
Ouch, I walked away. Fuck. Well, I can move the others away from him. Oh no, he gets a crit next turn. I need to stop looking at that. That's bad. Wait, didn't he get stunned? He didn't care.
Here's our chance. This'll do the trick. Theo, we need help.
Appreciate it.
I'll take that. It's go time!
You're wide open.
This sucker! Keep going!
Activating skill. Freezing wind. Cut down my enemies.
Our chance. I am the shadow. The son of Hades' blade.
Looks like you got 2 turns in a row.
Make it count.
Got you! You're screwed now! Cower before me!
No, this is the S-Craft, isn't it? Hopefully the shield can handle it.
That's far enough.
Okay, that did like 8k damage on everyone.
This'll do the trick.
Good thing for the shield.
Don't hold anything back.
Try to play it again on Van next turn. I'm gonna have to bring people closer. Yeah, Raging Blizzards again.
Can't take the heat. Both in your court.
I'm just thinking of a little bit.
Cut down my enemies. Up to you.
I'm really not getting any freeze, huh?
Eat this,
Make it count.
Energy output at maximum.
Actually, instead of doing that, can I just use
You're wide open.
Eat this, sucker!
Phoenix Dance and just do damage? I like doing damage.
So much for expectations. There we go. Now we're talking.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Fear me!
You're open.
Yeah, little hands kind of slapping at Van. Okay, you gotta bring people closer. Oh, still doesn't get a turn in time. Hopefully the damage down helps with that. Oh, only 2. I forgot to use my boost.
You can't hide. No fear.
You're open.
Oh, cancel.
Dispatching shield.
Way to fire me up.
Yeah, that's a little scary. Also, haven't been able to freeze him again. This sucks.
Show me what you got. Princess, if you will.
Raging blizzard.
Now that's
Here's our chance.
I'll
This'll
take
do the
that.
trick.
Shield.
Lapis code.
Basically a bonus 4,000 health on everyone and a damage boost.
Keep your guard up.
Show me what you got. Be gone!
Here's a little more.
Is that all?
Okay, we got him.
I think I've grown a little.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Okay, now we're not gonna beat him. Something's gonna go wrong.
Is that all your precious nightmare can do? How pathetic. Surveillance system, adjust parameters. Set the game's end time to exactly 3 minutes from now. Once the timer hits 0, throw a Peyron eye against the bomb.
Oh no!
Not good.
Didn't see that coming.
Dare mock me?
Oh, just kill him.
I was right all along. I found it. Seems my work here is now done.
Oh no, Van was the real baddie all along.
Van!
I hope it's not another curse situation.
Are you alright? I'll see to you right away.
Don't worry. My injuries aren't that bad. Nothing like what he has. Didn't really have much of a choice at the end there.
Of course you didn't.
That was self-defense, pure and simple. Son of a bitch practically held a gun to our heads.
Yeah, if you didn't do that, he would have killed us and all of the people in Arasion.
The final boss, Dantes, has been defeated. Zone clear.
The final boss has been defeated.
Congratulations, Team Arkwright Solutions. You have won the game.
Fuck, I lost the game.
Don't worry. It'll take more than a little fall to detonate it.
So it's finally over, right?
I believe so. The game at least is fit.
That's right. This marks the end of the greatest party in history.
Everyone forgot Melchior was here. I did too.
Ah, even in death, you shine so beautifully, boss. You died with the grace of an angel. But you were also as selfish as a devil till your dying breath. How could you walk the road to hell by yourself and leave me to wallow in misery? Though I suppose that's part of why I fell for you in the first place.
You're free to join him any time, bud.
The jig is up, Melchior. We beat your stupid game, and your organization is toast. Why don't you surrender and come quietly?
That sword only answers to those it deems worthy. You will not be able to use it to detonate the bomb.
Of course. That was never in the cards. But I figure I can whip up a nice little fireworks show to commemorate the life of my dear boss.
Explosive artifacts!
I scattered them all throughout the palace, just in case it all shook out like this.
What the fuck?
If you wish to make it out alive, you better get moving. I hope to see you alive and well at our next meeting. Adieu!
Damn it!
We've got to book it. Let's go.
We gotta grab the Genesis and the bomb.
Right!
You can leave that to me.
Thank you.
Nice with Melchior too. Put a timer on those bombs.
It's Ariok's armor.
Why?
But there isn't anyone inside.
The Fangs of Rahu has a mind of its own. It craves fresh sacrifices, and it will get what it desires.
I thought we broke the armor.
Master or no master.
What? You're pulling my leg, right?
It's not going to let us past, is it?
We really don't got time for this shit right now.
Then we'll deal with it for you.
Or the artifact squad.
Impeccable timing, you two.
We came as soon as we heard the game was over.
Collecting artifacts is kind of our thing. So, you can leave this to us.
Wait! But this place is about to collapse!
Don't worry. We have an escape route already laid out.
You have our thanks. But don't dawdle in this place for long.
Not another step! It's payback time, Fangs of Rahu. Let's do this, Leon!
Right.
Searing seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
Glacial seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
They really wanted to give them a chance to use that stuff, huh? They really thought that artifact was broken. That's the whole reason why Ariok died after the fight.
Over there!
There's fire here, too!
Ugh, where's the convenient exit when you need it?
This way'll do. It leads to the watchtower on the castle walls. All right, you guys. Get ready to jump!
Jump?
What? You're insane!
Oh no!
Alive, aren't we?
Onto the convenient moat or river.
I think so.
Okay, I wonder where the story goes from now, because I'm pretty sure that wasn't the end.
Why in the hell did you think that was a good idea? You some kind of maniac.
Or maybe we just get an epilogue after this. It felt a bit... I feel like Dante's was a little bit disappointing as a final boss, because you didn't really... I feel like I wasn't particularly invested in him, and his reasoning for doing so is like, I just want everyone to be afraid. Pia. I love Pia. I'm gonna blow this bomb up with my sword. It was just kind of weird.
Maniac or not, we're alive, so yeah, I think it was a solid plan.
I feel like he had some backstory with Van, but they didn't go into it. They just had like quick flashbacks once in a while.
My attempt to soften our landing with shards proved successful.
I wish you remembered that some of us aren't the athletic type.
That was awesome! It felt like we were acting out the climax of a movie or something.
As long as everyone is alive and well, I won't complain.
It's finally over.
Yeah, we've closed the books on this case. Though we still have plenty of work ahead of us, and the lives Almada stole will never be returned. But I think we've paid back the debt we owed those people, and then some. For now, that's good enough for me.
I was finally able to avenge my bros.
Yeah. I hope Ida's smiling from up above.
Maybe the people of Basel can rest easy now.
Oh, hey you guys!
Were they running in place?
Is everyone okay? It looks like they're all in one piece at least.
Ren! Elaine! Marielle!
Here comes the welcome wagon.
Wait, what happened to Shizuna and Kurogane? They were just here a moment ago.
Disappeared the moment they finished their job. That's Shinobi for you.
It's been a while since I had that much fun. And if we take the timetable of our main contract into account, I'd say this wild ride's barely gotten started.
Indeed. Everything hinges on the President's future orders. We have disposed of the boat and can retreat at any time.
Okay then, let's skedaddle. See you around, Spriggan.
Sure enough, everyone contributed to the President. I slightly regret not doing this with another group, but I can do it later if I still feel up to it. Probably not gonna stream it though.
He didn't do half bad for a dropout.
I'm afraid I'll require a little more proof before I accept that he is worthy of our time and trust. Anyway, what should we do from here? We were unable to recover those artifacts.
Ugh, don't remind me. Guess I ought to hit up the CID's chief and see what our next move is.
I suppose we can call this a job well done.
Indeed. We met all of the objectives that were issued to us by the President. However, our main AI's predicted danger level remains the same.
It should have changed by now, but it's still showing as yellow. We must remain vigilant as we wait for the grand reveal next month.
Most of our primary objectives have been accomplished. However, I regret to inform you that the Overseer of the Thorns managed to escape. I must also apologize about the matter related to the Dark Blue Core.
The what?
We have already begun pursuit of the former target, and we will expand our search radius for the latter. Everything will be taken care of, Captain.
I've got an achievement for asking Ikaruga for help. Probably get one for every path you choose. It's another reason to just go back and do stuff. Let's see. How much do we get?
Those are impressive results.
62
Then I'll
points.
update your
Double
rank.
A.
Got it.
Hermes gear and chrono armor. Okay, that's the most
Can't
we
complain
could get.
with that.
Is all the points we could get at that point?
See? You get it.
I guess Aaron was just shitting out damage constantly, so he got the end of the month employee. I guess I would have to use Burgard a lot to get him. I guess he's the only one that didn't get an Employee of the Month. Okay. We're only 2 hours into the stream, so let's keep going for a bit longer. It had been 8 days since the events of Oracion came to a close. After the crisis was resolved, it was announced that the explosion at Vashtar Palace and Krell's destruction were the work of Almada. However, as if to quell any unease, it was also promptly announced that Almada was no more thanks to the CID and a number of external collaborators. With the last remaining nuclear device being recovered, the state of emergency around Edith was lifted the next day. This happened in tandem with fervent reports that the CEOs of the Quincy Company and Etoise had been formally arrested. This was a shock to many. The Quincy Company's products were beloved across the continent, and Etoise vehicles seen as a major status symbol. It was almost unfathomable that both men had been blackmailed into funding a terrorist organization. The Quincy Company's CEO being the father of a famous A-rank bracer added to much of the discussion as well. However, as his daughter personally led the charge on his arrest, the general public sentiment was one of compassion and concern. And her attempt to turn in her bracer badge was summarily rejected by the guild's headquarters in Le Mans. Or in Lehman. I guess she's still a bracer. Not gonna be hiring her. That's a shame. Calvert's economy, which had been briefly thrown into disarray by the state of emergency, was quick to return to relative normality. Yet some things would never return. The impending end of reparations continued to emit a small degree of unease amongst the populace. Still, this and the culmination of events had no ill effect on President Gramhart's approval rating. Indeed, they only served to increase it. His office stated that a memorial service for Kral would be held during December 3rd's Revolution Festival. Following that would be quite the reveal. That the Calvard military's newest weapon would be on display, a symbol of the country overcoming its grief and moving forward with great strength. We're gonna unveil the mechs.
So that's that, huh?
Yeah, well, Melchior's still on the run, which does bug me. But the authorities and the guild have taken out all their bases, and secured any routes that could be used to flee the country. Their partners in crime are being taken care of too, right?
Indeed, the Gralsritter and Iscariot have put aside their differences for now to pursue the gardens. Several Jaegers, including those of Ikaruga, and even the Society have also been working toward that aim.
Everyone hates Almada.
Meanwhile, Heiwei and Marduk spearheaded the effort to expose all of Almada's connections.
And not a single friend.
I believe their findings, which reveal a number of associates, have since been sold to the CID.
That's quite a lot.
Man, Gen and Sao never miss a beat.
Abby and the rest of our people have been hard at work with Eisenshield too.
As for the nuclear weapon, we don't need to worry about that either. Professor Hamilton and the other disciples supervised its disassembly, so it's no longer a threat. Professor Callahan isn't believed to have made any more, and the Mafia won't be capable of making more themselves anytime soon.
Even if the one sword capable of detonating them was still in their possession, they would still need a device to be detonated.
How convenient that they happen to have a sword able to blow up that hunk of metal.
I might add that Calvert is aiding the Congregation for the Sacraments in going through and clearing the rubble that was once Vashtar Palace. They expect to have finished the task and found that sword together with the halberd and armor artifacts by mid-next month.
None of them can be used by anyone but their rightful owner anyway, right? I guess once that's wrapped up, we'll be able to say this whole thing's well and truly over.
I suppose so, yes. To think we've persevered through so much.
We sure have.
I'm still worried about Melchior, though.
What about Mare?
Just to me, it's strange how no one seems to have any idea where he is.
I still can't believe what he did to his own boss. I don't know if I'll ever be able to understand how that guy thinks. Not that I want to.
Psychopath does psychopathic things. News at 11. Just how it is. I wish I could have taken revenge on the last asshole responsible for my bro's deaths. But can't win them all, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave that one to the Oathbreakers people. They say you gotta fight poison with poison. Now it's time to see if he'll live up to that old saying.
Right. But at least now, the world can finally be at ease.
And yes, oh, the voice acting's over. Are you still feeling guilty that you couldn't stop it from happening? I am, but I'm also trying to tell myself that I did everything that I could. Including for the children of Oracion. Even if I can't help but feel I put a lot of people out for nothing. That's not true at all. Perhaps there may be some who would see your actions as self-righteous, but I believe they were meaningful. Of course they were, and I'm not in the business of telling my assistants what's right and wrong either. You did what you believed was right. That's good enough for me. So you got my thanks, too. Well, you're welcome, but I couldn't have done any of it without a lot of help from others. Not everything had a happy conclusion, since Elaine's father ended up arrested. Oh, that's pretty happy. But I'm still so glad that we're able to gather like this again. Yeah. Me too. Our foes were a terrifying force to be reckoned with, but through everyone's cooperation, we triumphed. You deserve a lot of praise yourself, you know? Thinking back, there were a lot of times when I don't know what we would have done without you. We owe so much to the goddess. Really to our chief having the devil's own luck. Huh, could be. Calling him our chief now, huh? Either that or cause I made Lady Luck my bitch. What does that mean? What's a bitch? Will you stop that? You really can't help yourself, can you? Ugh. And then suddenly they start glowing again. It's like, oh no. So we now have 6 Genesis in our possession. I doubt I could have ever gotten this far without all of you, so thank you. Aw, we were happy to help. That just leaves 2 now, though, right? There are supposed to be 8 in all, so that should be the case. Professor Hamilton has been looking into where they could be, but nothing's come up so far. None have been discovered in any of Almada's bases or the Garden's hideouts either. I'm sure they'll turn up eventually, just gotta keep looking.
So, now that we've dealt with Almada, things should be back to business as usual before long. There's still gonna be plenty on our plates, especially in the short term. But it's about time you guys started thinking about whether or not you want to keep working here.
Ban. I suppose it is getting to be that time. The way things are going, my primary task will be complete before much longer. I've still got other things I want to do here in the capital at least. And hey, I'm not even employed here. Wasn't really talking to you, but since you seem so dead set against being here anyway, why not go home already? Well... I would, but the paparazzi are such a headache, and the food here is so good. I get that they're a hassle, but come on. They have to have given up on your story by now. And Nina seems worried about you, so even if you don't go see your family, you'd still go back to your old place. Nina still has to do the betrayal. I will, eventually. What are you, my mother? Perhaps you should discuss the situation with the owner of your apartment? I was talking to you, though. What? They're still covering all the trouble Almada caused, but I doubt that'll last more than a month. So unless I start taking on more subcontracted jobs, I'm not gonna need to pay out for any assistance anymore, or have the budget to do it. Ben. But... I plan to find those last 2 Genesis, but it's gonna be on the side while I do other work from here on. So while a helping hand when I'm swamped would be nice, it's all I'm gonna need you for. Besides, you're gonna be loaded up with student council work for a good while after next month rolls around. It's true, but... what kind of work? Oh, there's going to be some big event taking place at Agnes' school in a few months. There's no need to hurry them into a decision. As you said, you still intend to help deal with the aftermath of Almada's actions. I will remain here to assist you with that as well, and the more we have on our side, the better. You're not wrong there.
I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that you should be thinking about this stuff. The Revolution Festival's in 3 days, and we're gonna be drowning in work until then for sure. Been a while since we could focus on 4 SPGs and Edith, so hope you're ready to dive in soon as breakfast is done.
Got the wig back. You look very familiar, lady. There you go, finale. For you upon your return. Not sure if it's an epilogue or a proper final chapter. I'll meet you guys back here at 10:30. What are you gonna be up to in the meantime, Agnes? Oh, not much. I do have something that I need to do, though. I think I should take care of a software update that needs installing now, actually. Version 3.6.2 of the Kitty engine that was released last night? I was thinking of the same thing. Just get going for now. It's, I guess that's something that, Ren made. I'll just get going for now, then. Until later. So she pushed an update, huh? Our ex-Kitty sure keeps herself busy. I just know her workload in Oración must have been nuts, too. It's for the best, I think. Wait, did they say what kind of software it was? Kitty engine. Was it like a... Did Ren release an operating system? Like a software update? I don't know. This is for the best, I think.
Yeah, just tell me what you want.
She hasn't done anything out of the ordinary since Oración. There's still a lot of mysteries to be solved about both her and the Grendel. But those have got nothing to do with the others, not even Agnes.
No! This is all wrong! This isn't who I am! This isn't me!
I was right all along. I found it. Seems my work here is now done.
Still, maybe Master was right that I laid that on them out of nowhere. There's still time until we need to head out. Why don't I go check on them? Speak to allies before getting to work. Okay. It's the bathroom.
Whoops.
Not allowed to leave. Oh, hi, Van. We just wrapped up the breakfast menu for the day. But she said, no more from the morning menu for you. Don't care if you didn't get enough to eat. You lost your chance. Fine, I'm a grown-ass adult. I don't need to eat that much. I just dropped by to kill time until I leave for work. Also, I just wanted to say, I'm so glad you all made it back here safe and sound. I second that. Sometimes you make for noisy neighbors, but lately it's hard to rest easy when things get too quiet. Especially now that I won't be seeing my trial regular anymore. Oh yeah, I guess you and that guy from Krail had some history, huh? I'm sorry. Yeah, since he helped with restaurant stock, we got to know him pretty well. We'll be going to his memorial service, as you can imagine. It's only fair we send him off after everything he did for us. Right, makes sense. Well, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, so things should still be lively around the office. But the source of the issue is gone now, so my assistants might split off soon. I'll believe it when I see it. It's a little hard to imagine they would. I was gonna ask earlier, but what about the racer? Did he stop by again? He has. He actually stopped by yesterday. Thanks for asking. That's good, I guess. You alright? I suppose. He enjoyed his meal, at least. It was very salty because he kept crying over it. What's the verdict? Anything between them or what? Don't look at me. What? You don't gotta glare at me like that. Oh, are you talking about Maxim? He's funny in a lame way. Hee hee. He's got his work cut out for him before anyone respects him as a father. Good luck, pal.
Whoops.
Nope, not allowed. Were you talking about Maxim? He's funny in a lame way. Harsh, don't let me hear that, okay? He sucks.
What'll it be, hun? See you again.
I was like, he sucks. I like him, says Yume.
Pick something already. Be seeing you.
Aw.
Are those Central Eastern and Western history books?
Oh, yeah! Agnes gave me the Western one. They're supposed to be the same edition, but there's a bunch of little differences between their contents and viewpoints. It's been really eye-opening comparing them, even if there's also lots of stuff I don't really understand.
Well, and you, a budding scholar. If you can get your hands on the Far Eastern version, I bet you'd find all kinds of differences there too.
I was thinking the same thing. So, Aaron promised to give me his old copy. You know, before I met you, I barely left the village. Most of my life was spent inside of it. But Ida wasn't kidding when she talked about how big the outside world is. Even if I dedicated my entire life to studying, I doubt I could learn all there is to know about it.
Probably, yeah. Listen, I meant what I said earlier, but I probably shouldn't have brought it up out of nowhere the way I did.
No, I totally get where you're coming from. The timing is right. Now that Almada's gone, I feel like I've been able to avenge Ida's death. It sounds like Abi's willing to forgive me for disobeying his orders, too. I also miss Umi, my mom, and my siblings Lana and Camille, to tell you the truth. But I've also gotten used to living in Calvert, and I have a lot of fun at Sunday school. And more than anything else, I'd be really sad to say goodbye to you and everyone here.
Huh. Still, we're not talking about tomorrow, or even the next week. And even if you do go home, it's not like we'll never see each other again. If your goal is to become a real warrior, though, then I think the choice is clear.
I guess you're right.
Though you don't have to go down that path if you don't want to. There's plenty of things you could do off the battlefield. You could even try following a path more like Sylphid's.
You really think I could be like Fee?
I'm not pushing you to join the guild or anything, to be clear. Just saying it might be better than you following in your brother's footsteps.
Yeah, I think so too. Still, I never even considered becoming a bracer. Is it okay if I think more about it?
Think about it as long as you want. There's no rush. You just be ready to head out in a bit, okay?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they should at least voice them this time around. Katra.
Hello, Van.
Oh, is it time to go already?
Still got time, don't worry. But damn, your drone is something. Their speeches differ than a holo's, but it's wild how you can hold a whole conversation with them.
Yeah, they don't have complete free will, but they do have a networked sense of self. Zeros is the same. They're around the same quality as those combat shells in the Empire, from what I understand. The other mare is leagues ahead of them on a technical scale, but Hades knows how long it'll take humanity to make something similar.
That'd be a tough ask even for Hamilton and Cronkite, huh?
Oh, absolutely. We're talking singularities here. Still, we know it's theoretically possible. That was proven by what happened behind the scenes 2 years ago. You've heard all about that, I assume.
A bit, yeah. I guess I don't even need to ask what you're gonna do once you graduate. Feels like a given that you'll be focusing on orbital drone research. Or have you got your sights set even higher?
I'd like to help the professor with her work at some point, even if I don't feel like I'm quite ready yet. Still, I'd rather finish things here before moving on to something else. Working here has been incredible for broadening my horizons too, so I think continuing my studies here would be more than worth its while.
You think?
Basel has patently more in the way of facilities, but the orbital network is lightning quick these days. It's even helped me attend lectures at the Institute remotely, so it hasn't been half as inconvenient as I was expecting. Being here will also let me take part in the project to upgrade the network currently in use in Edith and the surrounding area. Though, at some point, I'd really like to broaden my studies at the Epstein Foundation, ZCF, and Rhineford.
What's going fucking everywhere? Makes sense. Man, a little boy who could only think of protecting his grandmother's home is already to take the world by storm. With how grown up you are, you should have just joined us in the springs instead of being shy.
What? Who are you, Aaron?
My bad. I only heard it after it came out of my mouth. But yeah, compared to the others, it hasn't been long since you moved in. If you're satisfied with the setup you got going on here, I don't see the harm in working together. Sorry, on working from here for a while longer. Plus, you got Paulette to breathe down your neck if your health starts to nosedive from researching all night.
You're probably right. It's nice how she always worries. Still, are you sure you aren't gonna need my help after this month? Almada might be out of the picture, but the issue of the Genesis is still ongoing. And there's still a lot we don't know about Mare, the Grendel, or Marduk either. Then there's whatever Yang, Professor Cronkite, is working on with the President.
You get a point. There's a lot going on. If I need help with stuff, I'll be sure to come knocking. That means you come knocking if you need help with stuff, too. I can investigate whatever you want, even down to the color of Cronkite's underwear.
That's so random. And don't think I didn't notice you patted me on the head.
You've become very red, Katra.
Get you cold? Let me feel.
My temperature is perfectly normal, thank you very much.
Doesn't like to be felt up by Van. I reset. Must be working on stuff for Marduk. Probably about Almada. There's still a decent chunk of time until half past, so I'd better get out of her hair.
Oh, Mr. Arkwright.
Sorry, I wouldn't have come in if I'd known you were working. I mean, he came in, walked right up to her, and like looked at her computer. All the Almada stuff almost wrapped up.
Yes. We've been able to pinpoint groups related to them, their dummy corporations, and other illegal channels. I admit to some surprise at just how far outside of Calvard their reach spreads. But Marduk has largely decontaminated the areas over which it has influence.
Your chief of security had a big role to play in that, too, I'm sure. So who wants to bet Thorndikes will use this as a chance to expand Marduk's market share?
I suspect you would be on the winning side of that bet. Between the war against the Empire and the Tower and Crossbell appearing soon after, it feels like too much is happening too fast in Zemuria.
All these freaking JRPGs happening all over the place.
As other countries seek to catch up with the Republic and its latest innovations, Zyphas, assault frames, I imagine the need for Marduk's services will only expand going forward.
Makes it abundantly clear we're living in a time of big change. And speaking of, you started thinking of the next step for yourself at all?
I am but a humble concierge. Nothing more, nothing less. My focus for the foreseeable future remains supporting you, Mr. Arkwright. Be that with Mare or with your stun caliber.
I guess we never did go into what her past was like before she got her body. The way that she spoke when she was with... when they were dealing with, what's her name, the girl with the doll, Olympia, made it seem like she, like the current body she has is completely mechanical.
I could do most of my work remotely as I did before, of course, but I am now aware of just how much more inefficient that is.
Aside from maybe the brain. Gotcha. Sure wish I knew why your people love to have their eye on me so damn much. But I ain't gonna tell you what to do. We got an equal deal going on between us. Just keep in mind that starting next month, I'm not gonna need as much office help as I have been. Which is probably fine for you. Your plate's full enough without dealing with the day-to-day around here.
Well, I suppose I do. Though I would like to believe I'm making a fair contribution irrespective of that.
Something up?
It's nothing, really. I was only thinking that I might not be able to help you from next month onward after all. You see, next month will mark 1 year since I was given this body, and it's about time it was given some thorough maintenance.
Oh, right.
Depending on matters here and the overall project status, I might have to return to my former environment. In that event, I would have no choice but to revert to assisting you remote.
Now hold up there. You're really gonna be okay with that?
So you have an inkling as to what that former environment was? What gave it away? Was it something about the way I work? No, I suppose there isn't any point in me knowing.
Nah, it wasn't anything like that. Just...
Please, don't misunderstand. As you're aware, Marduk is a logical, impartial corporation. So long as I keep demonstrating I can provide value to them, I don't doubt they will keep letting me use this body. In that regard, our relationship is quite equitable. I even plan to purchase it from them if all goes well.
Huh, that's an option? A state-of-the-art artificial body can't run cheap, though.
It most certainly is costly. But with my salary, I think it's possible that I could have enough Mira saved in a few years. My current arrangement here earns me even more than my remote work did, too. So I would like to keep at it as long as possible.
Hey, happy to help. So, I'm curious, just how high a salary are we talking anyway?
Well, I can't give you a specific number since that's classified information. But about enough to buy an Etwas entry-level sedan?
You could buy a used apartment in the suburbs with that kind of money. I don't believe I've ever divulged how I spend my savings in retrospect. I'm not sure what my job responsibilities will entail after next month's maintenance. But I believe that I'll continue to explore my transfer options. They do seem quite attractive. I mean, I was thinking that maybe she was an AI, kind of like we've been seeing in the last couple entries, but let's He also said that she was 20 years old. And she's insisted that she wasn't lying when she said that. So taking that at face value, like AIs didn't even have an opportunity to exist in the setting, I feel like. I'm still wondering what the deal was. Maybe later she got herself uploaded in the cloud, kind of like the other professor or something. And that's the current environment. Or maybe she just has like a rotting body that can't really do much of anything. They're just keeping her alive. She just, I don't know, uploads herself to the body. Who knows how that works? Honestly, kind of nice to have you still acting the same around times like these.
What? You come to talk about that cold bunk you said to the kiddos? If it was gonna eat away at you, you shouldn't have said it in the first place. Looks lame when a dad past his prime sulks over his teenage kids.
Good finding ways to call me old. You seem to have it in your head I wasn't talking to you, but I was. You gotta have plans to go back home eventually, right?
Sure do. I'm a born and bred Longport boy, and I always will be.
It was like Van actually going like, no, I want you specifically to get out.
But I've only been here for 3 months. That's barely enough time to miss me. So unless I've got some specific reason to head back, I'm staying put. But I wouldn't mind going to a few other places, like Crossbell or Arabonia. Hell, I'd even put Eastern Zemuria on the table.
Huh, look at you go.
Knock it off with the my baby's growing up vibe. Oh, and let's get one thing straight. Me staying in the capital doesn't mean I'm gonna be at your beck and call. If the girls left and this place turned into a total sausage fest, I don't even want to think about how sad a sight that'd be.
Hey, don't give me that look. I'm not after your pity, alright? By the way, your old problem ain't showing any sign of resurfacing, right?
You mean that tyrant? Yeah, nothing there. Yen can call me a reincarnation all he wants, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm as me as I can be. I decide what I want to do with my life, not some dusty old relic from the ancient past.
Huh, you're one of a kind, cocky little bastard, you know that?
And what's that supposed to mean? Don't be such a freaking creep. Anyway, get lost so I can have my fun. Though, if you don't mind waiting to kick some ass on the clock, that'll give me time to go tap some ass off the clock.
I mean, putting off work for that? Just how much have you... Sorry. Just how much have you been getting around when I haven't been looking? Man, I kinda hate Aaron.
So, you're going back to your apartment?
Yeah, I guess that's the plan. I must have worried you sick, huh? It looks like Buzz Raiders finally given up on their stupid obsession with me, so it seems safe enough to live there again.
There's been so much going on lately that I'm sure they've got bigger fish to fry now.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you're fine. I've actually been wanting to thank you for helping out Judith for a while now. Please pass on my regards to everyone else as well, including the family who runs the bistro.
Now hold your horses! I'm the one who's been helping him out, so why is he the one getting thanked?
Because I'm sure that you just weaseled your way into his trips outside the capital without taking no for an answer. I don't know all you've been up to, but I do know that you were able to return in one piece thanks to Arkwright Solutions' efforts. And with how much I respect you as my senior in the industry, I think it's only natural for me to want to say thank you.
So you respect me that much, huh? I mean, not that it isn't perfectly natural for you to respect me, of course.
She's feeling herself. Never takes much to butter her up. I'm sure a young lady here just so happens to be an expert at it.
She's become such a sassy little thing. She was so cute and polite when she first started out, but look at her now. All that success must be going to her head.
That was 3 years ago, right? So I don't know if 15 is early or late for starting out in your industry.
It's not late, but it's not really early either. I started acting at 14 myself. A lot of actors and actresses get their first roles when they're children even, which just goes to show how much of an unusual case she is. She ended up going from a rookie to a top actress in 3 years, which is just crazy.
We can see why, though. I've seen a few of her films, and it's interesting seeing how different her approach to the craft is compared to yours. You can handle any kind of role that's thrown at you, yeah, but she just fully becomes the character she's playing without even trying.
I didn't realize you knew your way around different acting techniques. I agree with you, too. Her performance in Wolf's Requiem was amazing, but Gloria just blew me away.
Yeah, Tara's Sheena Dirk was something else. The media kicked up all that fuss about an Easterner playing the role, but in the end it was hard to see her as anything other than Sheena Reborn.
Boy, she's 4 years my junior and already she's nipping at my heels. She's sure not making it easy to stay top dog. But I say bring it on. I don't plan to go down without a fight.
Good, I got nothing but respect for that spunk you got in you. Real shame about the rest of you, though.
You better watch your darn mouth. And while I'm at it, I think what you said earlier was pretty out of line, too.
Right.
So, now that we've dealt with Almada, things should be back to business as usual before long. But it's about time you guys started thinking about whether or not you want to keep working here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Wow, I didn't expect you to outright admit it. Then...
Still, you don't want people butting in on your side hustle either, do you?
Well, no, but that's not the same thing. I inherited my techniques from my mom and hers before her, and while they might not be legal, I still think the world needs... Oh, I get you now. I don't know what your secret is, but you've got something you don't want people to get involved in too, huh? Or I guess, something you can't afford to let them get involved in.
Anyway, as two people who transform into things that a teenager might have dreamed up, we gotta look out for each other. Don't know if I'm down to get caught living with an actual criminal, though, so you should still probably find some other place to live.
But I really don't want to give this place up. Well, I've got my next film's premiere coming up, so I'll go back to my old place before the festival, at least. I just wish I didn't have a bunch of stuff to report to Mom and Grammy first.
Grammy? Oh. I guess Regard moved over here. Good old guitar. Chess set. Alcohol. Is that fine for a priest? I guess former priest? Jukebox. Might be my favorite room out of them, out of all of them. He really made himself comfortable. Well, look who's made himself right at home.
As you well know, I shouldn't even be alive right now. I've decided to make the most of this chance, to try things I couldn't even imagine in my previous life.
I thought this was a smoke-free room.
Rather enjoying.
A smoke-free building.
The magazines you used to read were quite inspirational, if I'm being honest.
Oh no, Van was a bad influence. This is my fault? If his hordes of more respectable students ever found this out, they'd have my head. So, Ashlad isn't the uncooperative jackass I was expecting?
Indeed. He may be a man of few words, but he is an honorable, just, and determined one, capable of seeing the greater picture. Rank-and-file armed monks trust him, so I would be confident in Iscariot's handling of matters, if he were the only one they answered to. However...
We got his boss to worry about, their captain, right? The one all 30,000 members of the Papal Guard and Iscariot answered to. Like, the name Iscariot for church unit is still deeply concerning.
Correct. They took up their post after my retirement, so I've never met them. I believe their identity is considered a top secret, even among the Congregation for Divine Worship, to whom the Papal Guard also answers.
Maybe it's secretly Nina. Who knows?
I suspect only a small number of people know who they are.
Like, I'm still expecting someone to suddenly turn around and say, I'm a traitor. It was me all along.
Several hundred Iscariot monks, the cardinals of the Congregation for Divine Worship, the commander of the Gralsritter, and the Pope. Whoever they are without a doubt the Congregation's wild card.
And what reason would someone like that have to get their right-hand man involved in this? The Genesis? They're more of a Gralsritter kind of deal. Actually, why are you even telling me all this stuff in the first place? I'm already like a magnet for info I don't want to know as it. I want to know as it is.
It's far too late to be caring about such things, my young friend. Still, whether they are criminal or legal, your old friends or your assistants, I genuinely believe that the more people you know and interact with, the better. Who we meet shapes who we become. Be these relationships fortunate or foul, we are all the more human because of them. Surely the past 5 years have taught you this.
Well, I just... People's natures just don't change easily, I guess. Having you in Oración was a huge help. As huge a help as it is having you here now. So I count this relationship among the fortunate ones, at least. So keep sticking around here so the younger generation can kick back a bit, yeah? I'd pay you as thanks, but I don't think you'd take the Mira. At least let me get you something even nicer than that jacket you've taken a liking to. Anyway, we've still got plenty of time left. So I'll go ahead and leave you be. Take it easy, Master.
There are things in life you cannot avert your eyes from, no matter how hard you try. Whether you can realize that fundamental truth is down to you, Van.
Maybe I should have talked to Agnes while she was, looking at the sink, looking at the mirror.
Okay, that should do it. Oh, Van, is it almost time to go?
Getting there, but we still got some time. Can't believe how lifelike this guy is. Professor Hamilton's students are something else.
I was told there's more to him sleeping in the sun than just imitating dogs, too. He can turn the sun's rays into orbital energy.
Makes sense. I remember that being one of the areas Professor Hamilton was researching. Still, I know you've gotten real comfy around here over the past few months. But it's almost time to start planning the next school festival, ain't it? Isn't the student council gonna get real busy soon?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm starting to feel the pressure, to tell you the truth. The end of April still feels like a long ways off now, but I know it'll be here before we know it. I was able to attend last year's festival just after enrolling, and there was just so much to see and do over those 3 days. It was hard to believe that the whole event was planned and executed by students alone, even if quite a lot of them did take part.
Yeah, it's a staple of spring in the capital at this point, especially with how many people check it out. And with your current president at the helm, I can see this upcoming one being a festival for the books.
The other student council members and I are a little worried about that. So you did attend Aramis then? Just like Elaine and Mr. Kincaid.
Yeah. I dropped out not long after becoming a second-year student, though. Elaine and I were in the same year, while Rene was the third year. The second he had the chance, Rene took on being student council president, because of course he did. And because we'd known him for so long, we started helping out with student council work too. Then Lane stepped up and took the role of vice president once the former one decided to go abroad for a while. So there you go, that's how the festival came to be under one man's merciless watch.
I see. Of course, after getting to know you so well, I can imagine that whatever you organized for it was anything but typical. I'm sure Elaine was less than impressed with it. While Mr. Kincaid thought it would be funny and thoroughly approved, even though he probably shouldn't have.
Like, that whistle was kind of like a cat call instead of like, don't know what you're talking about, whistle. Oh, you can't replay it either. That's weird. They may have like a specific sound bite for that and just use it everywhere. I was thinking there was a weird whistle earlier in the game too. It's like you were right there with us. I still remember my first drink at the after party back then too. Man, it was so good. You know how much of a sweet tooth I've got, but not even the bitterness of the alcohol could keep me from cracking a smile.
I should have known. You were pushing the boundaries of legality even as a teenager. So the festival came to a close, and the student council elections were held in May. That's when Elaine became the next president. And when you dropped out, I assume. You did it without warning, too. Without so much as a single discussion with anyone beforehand. So, how right am I?
Stop reading the script, Agnes. You sure you're not a psychic? I think you're in my head.
Well, I know the average school year at Aramis, so I just put two and two together after seeing the way you talk to them. That, and these last few months have also done wonders for my personal growth. I used to be this shy little girl who was afraid to leave her comfort zone. Someone who couldn't even speak her mind to the one family member she wished she could the most. But now, I feel like a whole new me. I can walk a little further, and I've learned to say what's in my heart. I have everyone here to thank for that. But most of all, I have you to thank for that.
I thought dividing my high school years was enough of a surprise, but you weren't done, huh? At this rate, you're gonna have everyone running around at your beck and call. Even more than Ren.
Oh, stop. I doubt that'll be the case. Though there is one person I wish would pay a bit more attention to me.
What's up?
Nothing. I was just thinking that I still have a long road ahead of me.
Was that her wishing Van would pamper her or something? Or was that about her father? Can't tell at this point, honestly. She randomly goes kind of jealous over Van talking to other girls, so... Crushing on him. So you got to talk to him a bit on the phone after what happened in Oración, but that's it? Yes, though I'm used to that by now. It seems like this year's Revolution Festival is going to be a big one too, but with the memorial service and more besides. It's no wonder he doesn't have much time to dedicate to me right now. But he did say we could get together after the ceremony is over, thankfully. Really, I guess that's better than nothing. And at least you can still see him. That is true. Compared to Elaine, I'm very fortunate. Can't even imagine what she must be going through. She's amazing to have been able to do what she did, to make what must have been an excruciating decision, even if it was the right one. I don't think there are many people who could have followed through on that, bracer or otherwise. I hate that the hard times clearly aren't over for her. But if you could just be there for her, I think she would like that very much. I don't mean to put that responsibility squarely on your shoulders, of course, Mr. Kincaid on the guild should be there for her too, but still. I mean, yeah? I wasn't gonna give her the cold shoulder or anything. It won't make up for what I did 7 years ago, but I'd like to think I can be there for her in some way others can't. 7 years ago... when they were 18. What? I'm getting confused with the timeline. So he went to Aramis, and at the second year he left. Was it Aramis for high school? When do people do high school here? I guess he must have been 14 though. Oh wait, no. Agnes is a freshman, right? And she's 16 years old. So that would put Van at 17. Kinda 7 years ago, maybe. Wait, was he 24 or 24? Now I'm forgetting. Maybe it was 24. So when did he get adopted anyway? Now I'm getting confused. Either he got adopted when he was 14, but then he went to school there anyway. I was expecting a whole thing where he just vanished for a while, but I don't know anymore. Looks like she won't be back here for a while though. She's got a ton left to do in Oracion. What does that look for? Not proactive enough, you think? Oh, don't mind me. I'm sure just knowing you want to comfort her would mean a lot in itself. Really? Oh, okay. Yeesh, can always please a teenager. Once they get to that age, I guess. Still. What is it? Why are you laughing? You lovers want to get a room? I didn't know you were all here. Is it already time to leave then? You might want to get your eyes checked if you thought you were seeing hard eyes. Oh, I don't know. Did you hear anything special, Soros? Not you too, Katra. We're just making small talk, honest. I feel a little better now, to be honest. Our futures may still be uncertain, but for now, we can continue to take each day as it comes. That we can, and sorry, I shouldn't have said what I did earlier. Van. Huh. Our boss is such a little troublemaker. Don't sweat it. They say not being able to read the room comes with old age. You know, one day you're gonna realize I'm still in my prime. It's always the same with you two. Forget it. Let's just see what's on the docket for today. It's like Bernard is just like, I'm so glad I'm not the target for the old man jokes. When I say Bernard, I mean Bergard. The Revolution Festival is 3 days out, and I wouldn't be surprised if the aftermath of Almada's destruction led to problems too. It's only 10:30, and there's a lot of us, so I think we can cover all the districts in this part of town by today, right? Right. Well, let's get to work. Who do I want in the party? Agnes, Free, and Aaron have joined the party, select 2 additional members. Do I want... I appreciate it's Agnes, Free, and Aaron, the first 3. I want Catre and Reset. Like for the shields and extra CP. I feel like having Judith would be funny, because she is funny. And Reset is just... I kind of like her just for how calm and composed she's at all times. Or Brigard because he's new. And he's kind of a bear when fighting. We're gonna switch stuff around. Let's bring in Judith and Brigard for now. That said, I think I'm not gonna do anything right now. We're gonna do some side quests, and we also have to run around buying all the missables for this final chapter. Like there are a bunch of red events all over town. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at the walkthrough real quick. So I guess there's also the new district, Auber district. We were only able to go straight to a dungeon last time, but there's stuff here. Okay, we're gonna do that next time. So on Monday we'll be back. Always have free time. Let me just check which characters are here. So, okay, we got a chance to max out Yume and Ren, and possibly Nina, and possibly Fi, and also these two. There should also be gifts that we can buy at this point in the game. And I imagine if the other chapters are anything to go by, we should probably be able to get, what's it called? An extra bit of free time by doing all the side quests available. So I guess that means we can get 4 of these. I guess it just depends how many... like, how many points the gifts give, and if they even go to these characters. Okay, I'm just gonna save for now. Alright, well, thanks to everyone that dropped in. Gonna end it now, and be back on Monday, probably, to continue the final chapter in the game. Not sure how long this one's gonna be. I feel like chapter 5 was pretty long since we had all those segments of doing side quests, then going back to the dungeon, doing side quests, going back to the dungeon. But we'll have to see. Like, if this keeps going, we're gonna hit 90, 100 hours. It's probably not a 20-hour final chapter. Probably not. Right? But, yeah, anyway. Have a good night, everyone. It was a fun stream. Hope you have a good night, and I'll see you another time. Bye-bye.